If you are looking for a historic site of prayer where you can have maybe your silent time of prayer, or you can have maybe your recollection or even retreat, or if you just want to relax and reflect on your life and pray over it, then you need to look no further, because Subukia National Shrine is the perfect place to be.
Hi, my name is Sister Lydia, and today I'll share with you about our journey to Subukia. So on the 8th of October, the Sisters of Mary decided to have a pilgrimage to Subukia. By 4 a.m., we were all set and we were all seated in the bus, ready for the journey. So we had our prayers and then we set off at around 4:10 a.m. to Subukia.
There was a lot of singing and prayer on the bus as the sisters traveled to Subukia.
In the morning.
On the bus we had a majority who were Sisters of Mary, but we also had a sister from the Daughters of Mary, and we also had 2 Jesuits joining us. One was Father Fred, who officiated over our recollection, and then we had Scholastic Abel, who accompanied us and prayed with us. So the journey was not boring at all, because we were singing and praying. Eventually, we made it to Subukia at around 8 or 9-ish in the morning. So we sat down and we had our breakfast like pilgrims. We had packed our breakfast, which was heavy breakfast. So we shared the meal and then we relaxed a bit. And then we saw the catechists who were in charge of the place to lead us, or rather to guide us on how to go around this site of prayer. Because Subukia is vast, and if you are new, you might not know where to start. So you need someone to guide you on how to move around the shrine. For those who do not know, Subukia National Shrine is located in Nakuru County. The story behind is that Mary appeared here many years ago, and she has continued to appear to different groups of people. At one time she appears to the Catholic Women Association, she has appeared to legionaries, she has appeared to the Christians who are gathered there in prayer, and always people will take photos of the apparition and share it with people. There are those, of course, who doubt it, but there are those who believe. But the truth is that over the years, Subukia has become famous because of the apparition of our Mother Mary. So after we consulted with the catechist in charge, he agreed to take us around. And so he took us around, showing us different places. We started at this place where there are very many pillars, and they have their own significance. And so the catechist explained to us, what these pillars mean.
Na mimi mkinihesabu 22. Tuko 22. Tuko watu 22. Hebu imagine tukiwa watu 22 hapa, alafu Yesu atutembelee hapa. Alafu afungue kafasi ya nyaanze kutuambia wenye watakaoingia ni wachache. Ni wawili. Anataka kutuambia kati ya watu 21 ni wangapi wataingia? Watano. Twende na watano. Wenye mmesema wengi. Wakati mnaposema watano, ni kumaanisha hapa mnataka kusema kuna watu 16 wanagojea jehanamu. Wanagojea moto wa milele. So tunakuja hapa kuambia huyu malaika ambaye anaitwa Saint Michael, God is good. Anipiganie kama wataingia wawili. Namba 1 awe ni mimi. Namba 1 awe ni nani? Mimi. Awe ni nani? Mimi.
you go down the steep a little bit and then you start climbing up.
So ukipeleka pale kwa msalaba upeleke shida zako zote.
Of course it was heavy and tedious as we tried to climb up, and we were breathing, people were breathing heavily, but they were determined to go through the way of light. And this goes all the way up to the place where we have a huge cross. So that is where the way of light ended.
Hata ukifika pale usiogose hawa watu kwa maombi. Kila mtu ndiye anajua kashida yake. Mtu anapiga magoti, anapeana shida yake wapi? Na ndipo unaona ukifika kwa msalaba tu ukiweka mzigo chini, unaanza mteremko. Si umepanda umechoka, lakini sasa unaweka kama mteremko kwa sababu mtu ameweka mizigo chini, lakini usitufuate ukiwa na mizigo.
We started with the mysteries of light also. So as we went down that slope, and then we climbed over to where there is the grotto of our Mother Mary.
Tunaenda tukiteremka hivyo tukisema litania ya Bikira Maria na nyimbo za Bikira Maria mpaka kwa grotto. Kienda kwa grotto ni mahali tunaomba maombezi ya Bikira Maria. So ile mumeandika maombi yenu, mnapaswa kuandika maombi mweke pale kwa sababu ya Bikira Maria.
Those intentions that have been presented unto us, we ask you, Lord, may you reach into those who have visit for prayers and grant them their needs.
From there we had to come down from the grotto, and then we started our way up the hill.
Then tutaanza njia ya msalaba mpaka kwa maji, na njia ya msalaba tunaenda tukiombea Wakristo, wawe Wakristo kwa maneno na kwa vitendo.
The unjust sentence passed by Pilate, the chief priests and the entire Sanhedrin kept trying to obtain false testimony against Jesus.
Yesu mwenye uwezo akanifia, nitamwandama Yesu aliyeniokoa. Yesu mwenye uwezo akanifia.
Njia msalaba nimesema tunaombea Wakristo, wawe Wakristo kwa maneno na kwa vitendo. Wawe Wakristo mchana na usiku.
Watu wa Mungu, lakini mimi nimejitenga, danganya na ulimwengu ambao kesho nitauacha. Amkumbuke kwenye ufalme, mtakuwa na mimi jioni huko peponi, na tumwimbie mwana-kondoo msalaba, tumwimbie kwani aishi milele.
After you go up the hill through the different stations of the cross, you end up at the top of the hill where you can decide to have your mass, at the top. So there were some people there, of course, saying their mass there, but we had organized our mass elsewhere. So after we arrived there, we said our silent prayer before the grotto of Our Lady at the top of the hill, and then we started coming down the slope. It was a long distance, coming down the hill, but we were determined. And from up the hill, we had a clear view of the shrine, which was at the bottom down. So we took this opportunity to also memorize the event by taking some photos, and it was wonderful, you know. Memories are good, and when you go to a place, always take a photo, because you can always remember that one day I visited this place. So we went down, and then it was a long distance, so we got tired and we had to relax a bit as we prepared for Holy Mass. Eventually, Holy Mass began, and we, the Sisters of Mary, were the main choir, but lucky enough, we were joined by the Apostles of Jesus, who supported our choir, of course, in the singing with the bass and the tenor. And Father Fred Mela was the main celebrant of the day. So
the Jesuits say Jesus who is out meeting people. So Jesus is in the mission, encountering people in their situations. It's not the hidden life of Jesus, you know, before the incarnation. So this is life, a public life, we say, public life. Jesus is out now meeting people in different contexts, the sick, those who are in need of his help.
He took us through the Mass, and once we were done, it started raining heavily. We boarded the bus and we had our packed lunch on the bus, you know, as we Eventually we arrived in Nairobi, and it was at around 8 p.m. or so in the night. So we were tired and we just decided to take a rest. But we were happy, we were fulfilled that we had had a successful day, we had had an enriching day, we had had a moment of reflection, you know, about our life. Until next time, bye-bye.